Hi, how you doing? My name is Gerardo J. Espinosa, and my residence is located in Far, Texas, and at Plantation, and it's 2822 Melanie Drive. Why am I doing this video? I have been experiencing the torture coming from one of the federal departments of the United States of America. This department, for all the studies that I've been doing for a long time, but more that I have been experiencing for many, many years. Because really, I have been studying this for the last 6, 8 months, every single day, and still resisting the everyday torture, 24/7, every second, every minute, every day of my life for uh, for the last many, many years. I did what I could for a long time, trying to convince people close to me, especially my mom, my brothers, my sisters, but specifically myself. These started many, many years ago, and a lot of things happened in my life. And in the last months, doing research, I ended up with a conclusion that the department doing this is exactly the FBI. I don't know if it was before or after 9/11, which it's what everybody says. But the thing is, that for many, many years, more than a decade, I started experiencing funny things, strange things in my life. Sounds, voices, once in a while. And it was more probably like a testing phase that I can recall hearing my somebody calling my name, different sounds, sirens of patrol cars, and I would make a stop, on the side of the street, trying to find out if it was one of my radios, the ones that I used to activate when I had one of or two of my employees to communicate at a certain distance, so we don't have to yell when we were doing electrical work. I'm a master electrician. I've been doing electrical for close to 30 years. I don't know, probably they increased their tactics, their strategies, and the use of this advanced technology, which now I know and now I realize that it's doing by way of satellites, drones, and that they can tap at any electronic communication device that we have. My family experienced with me my up and downs emotionally, my problems, and I was always prejudged that I was either fabricating or not telling the truth. And it is very hard to explain when something like this happens in your life. You know automatically. Once you suffer the first experience, that is hard for people to believe, even the closest one to you, the ones that you love and the ones that you know that they love you. And I do not blame them. I would have probably done the same because it was hard to believe. There was not a space for science fiction or anything like that. A few things happened in my life, and I ended up isolated with all this disbelief, of the closest people to me: my daughter, my son, my mom, my brothers, and I had to isolate myself with all my problems and and try to find the truth. All those things that I lived for a long time. I always ended up looking for an answer. I wanted to get the truth. And in all these months, I found the truth. And I found the source of all these emotional damage, of all this isolation. I found the source of how, not only to me, but through me, all my family was being hurt. What I'm talking about, it's something very, very impressive and very hard for people to believe. But there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people like me which experience the same thing. We are called targeted individuals in a very horrible way by this department. All this technology is in hands of departments like NSA, CIA, the Army, and many, many federal departments which conform the intelligence community. But for a long time, and after studying, now we know that it's in the hands of the federal department, which is FBI. And they are the ones doing all these domestic surveillance. They are the ones who decide who are going to be targeted and who are going to be tortured. I became very easy to be controlled because all this is to accomplish the goal of controlling an individual, of controlling the mind, of controlling that person's life, and play with them or play with her, like they did, just exactly like they did with me for many, many years. They did with me anything, whatever they want. I have been their prisoner, and I've been accepting everything they wanted to do with me. But I had to stay there and find out what was going on. I am a targeted individual by remote neural monitoring, brain satellite surveillance. That's the program. That's the name of it. And what they've been doing is they land a signal on my head. And if people do not educate themselves, it's hard to believe. I can be activated as a phone. Or if you study and educate yourself, you can find out that there's neurophones, which I can, in a way that I can be connected to their computer through satellite. through drones, and I can be electronically linked to their computer. They can see me, they can talk to me. I can talk to them without opening my lips through synthetic telepathy, through artificial telepathy, voice of God, and we can communicate to each other all day long, all night long. Right now, they're watching me, not only through my laptop, uh, they're watching me through a few signals navigating around me, and, uh, and they're watching everything, everything I see. They can see through my eyes, and then they can hear through my ears. This is not being delusional. A lot of people have been experiencing this same thing, and they still are. I can see images that they put in my brain. I can hear voices that they put in my brain. They do morphing. They use, very, very advanced technology to make all my family's voices. I used to have long, long communications with my family, with every member of my family. They are very, very professional in this matter. They know how to control people. They know how to hurt people. They know how to make you believe that it's your own family talking to you, that they did something wrong when you're under a program of being monitored for some reason, either to take care of you by mistake or because they don't love you anymore than they wanted and they wanted to do this. I believed all these for a long time, but I couldn't go to them. There was always a doubt because there were horrible things that they were doing to me and they were saying to me. It was their voices talking to me when I was getting undressed, when I was going to take a shower, when I would go and use the commode, when I was going to sleep, making my daughter's voice, my son's voice, my ex-wife's voice, and other members of the family. I suffered a lot. I terminated, a relationship that I had because they put images in my mind, videos in my mind that this person that I loved, that I loved very much, was doing bad things on my back. They can put, pornography. They can put anything they want. So you can fight with your own people, with the people that you love. They still do it at this moment. They're just waiting for me to be done with this video, and they'll keep on going with their attacks. I still experience this. I still experience this every second of my life. But not that now they're not in control of my life anymore. It took many years. I ended up penniless. They made me had an accident with my truck. They made me a remote viewer. I can see things happening in my family. They can land signals in their patio when the family is gathered, when they're having a cookout. I can see other members of my family. Whoever I visited, after that, first they make me visit people to make me look bad. Once they find out that they did not accomplish what they wanted me to do to make me look bad, then they put images, pictures, videos, or in live things happening live. This is what the FBI does. I was going after every person that they were telling me with that specific voice of that person. I used to visit. I used to do everything they were telling me. I would visit my mother's house. I would give him a call at midnight, at very late hours. I would visit, my sisters and just driving around with my truck. And on one of them, I visited my brother Gilberto Espinosa, and I'm pretty sure, he knows everything and he remembers everything of what I told him. I can hear voices everywhere. They use wherever there is electrical, wherever there is an electronic device, they can land a signal there. They can talk to me. If I see my phone, they can put images. It's hard to tell if those images are there on the screen of the phone as a projection or if it's inside my brain, okay? Because they block with those images and those videos, they block the external view that I can have with my with my eyes. They put voices, they put everything they want. And as I was telling, I used to work at the refineries. They didn't let me. They didn't let me survive. I went to work because I needed to work. But their goal was to bring me down, not to let me work. Because for them that is fun. For them is I have to do at 100% this assignment that was given to me. Same thing happened not only in Kansas, McPherson, Kansas. Same thing happened at Ingleside here in Texas. I would be up there on the towers with my harness, and they were putting images, music, my family's voices, images of my lady having sex with other people, with other men. That's how they cruel they are. And there's no way that a person can keep on going that way. I have a case at the FARC Police Department, and I have a few follow-ups, and I'm writing a lot of things, that I experienced myself, and I know I'm unique, and because I've been reading a lot, there's a lot of targeted individuals, and I haven't seen anyone explaining so perfectly the pattern of how they do the work. And I know that once those ex-federal agents read about me, or when they see me on YouTube or any other media, I know that they will agree 100% that I'm really experiencing the torture of remote neural monitoring. In this video, What is my purpose? My purpose is for my family to know and find out, and I want to touch their curiosity, for them to educate themselves a little bit. And I know I have to keep on going by myself. It's up to them to educate themselves. It's up to them to see this video, because there's nothing else I can do. They have to read, they have to listen to other people of what they're going through. I used to suffer a lot, not anymore. I suffer because I cannot see my loved ones, because they don't believe me, because they don't listen to me, and I ended up not looking for them anymore. And I'm willing to keep on going the same way, because I defend my truth, as many other targeted individuals. Uh, I want this, to be kept, this video, by my sister, and a few more copies, because I'm almost done with those follow-ups of my case at the Park Police Department, and I really consider that I am at a final phase, at a terminal phase of my investigations, and I am ready. I am ready to file for a lawsuit against the FBI. The FBI, which I already visited some time ago, and they were very sarcastic, because at that time I was not educated as I am right now. I received a plausible denial that it was not them, and it took them about 30 minutes to take care of me. And that person said, "It took me all this time to take care of you, because I was checking your name just to see if I have you on the list for any crimes or something against you. And you're clear, we got nothing against you. So all I can tell you is the FBI has nothing against you." And he mentioned a few departments, saying, "You're clear with us. And this is all I'm going to tell you, and this is all I can tell you." These are a bunch of lies. These SOBs, they're a bunch of liars. I know they are. I know who they are. And they are the same ones with Jesus Mendoza. They are the same department that the lawsuit was against. I don't know if it's true or not of everything I read there. But to me, as Edward Snowden said, Robert Duncan, William Binney, Russell Tice, and many other massive lawsuits against the FBI. And this FCC, which is this Federal Communications Commission, or whatever, all this circus, including the FBI. I do have a bunch of recordings, videotapes, about the sounds of all the voices landing there at my house. I am a master electrician. I don't have any knowledge about electronics. But I do know that I'm not that stupid. They land as many signals as they want, and they're all linked, they're all connected with the print, with this biological chip that they did with my neurons. If you really read about it, you're gonna find that there's a patent, and somebody invented a neurophone. Well, I am not a neurophone because I am not assisted with an external device, but I function like one of those neurophones. They do this through EEG, electroencephalography, and they create a chip from your own neurons. It is very, very hard to be targeted for so many, many years. People say that just a few minutes on a mobile phone, on a smartphone, that can do a lot of damage in your brain. Well, just consider having that phone inside your brain for many, many years. I thank God that I'm still lucid, that I can think and that I can express myself correctly. In the following videos that I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be doing it with some information and some paperwork. I can prove 100% those signals and those voices, and I know they're gonna try to deny, but that's gonna be impossible. I don't know what they're gonna do. They love to work in conspiracy with any department, local, state, federal, but I'm not gonna give up. And I'm not gonna do what they want me to do, or going to Washington, D.C., going to Michigan, or any other place. Michigan, the state of Michigan, knows about it. And whoever does it pays with jail. I'm not going out of the Hidalgo County. I will do anything, whatever it takes. You're going to see me on the streets as an activist with proof against this department. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to give flyers to people to educate people of what they're doing outside of different media channels in the valley. I'm going to give flyers. I'm going to go to the courthouse and I'm going to be out there taking advantage of the freedom of speech because that's a right that I deserve. You're going to see me very close and outside of the FBI facilities. You're going to see me on YouTube, and I'll do anything, whatever it takes. And I'm going to start at the place where I live, which is Plantation, South Plantation in Pharr, by educating my own community. In the following days or weeks, I'm going to start doing video clips, the ones that I'm going to put on YouTube or other windows or pages, however they call them. I don't know anything about computers. And I will not file my case or a lawsuit at the courthouse, not until the judges, attorneys to educate about this matter. Not until I am at 100% that nobody will work in conspiracy with these bad people. The ones that live in our neighborhood, in our town, the ones we say hi to at a gas station, the ones we salute, those people that we see at a school dropping their kids, and that most of the people don't know what they do when they're at the office. They are the gang stalkers. There's no people outside. They make all the voices, they make all the sounds necessary to murder you or to make you kill somebody else. That person is your neighbor. You say hi to that person. Those are FBI agents. You see them every day on the street. They do not deserve respect from anybody. All I can tell you right now, if it's my family listening to this, these murderers, they can hurt me at any time. I can be gone at any minute. And I'm not delusional. And I'm not mentally ill. They are mentally ill. They are delusional by thinking that they can get away with this for more decades. I'm going to fight hard for every single citizen of South Texas for them to be educated of what's going on. They can see you in your bedroom. They can see you in your intimacy. They can see your kids, your wife, your daughters, your sons. And it's not only, as the movie Snowden, that you have to cover your laptop or your phone so that they won't be able to see you. No. They can land as many signals there at your house. There's electrical. That's all they need. And they don't even need electrical. They can land these signals in organic and inorganic material. And they can see you. And I really want people to know about it. I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be a very, very hard assignment. But it's not only me. We're thousands and hundreds of thousands of people. We'll be in touch. God bless you.